everybody, it's Doug here, Doug Mr. Guy, Board Game Geek. Thank you for joining me in this next episode of Fallout the board game, where we are playing two characters. We're playing a Brotherhood outcast named George and a Vault Dweller named Daniel. It's made up the names. George the Dragon Slayer, St. George wants to be a paladin, blah blah blah. And Daniel the Vault Dweller, just because I pulled a random name out of the hat. Anyway, what they're trying to do is accomplish the goal of, well, winning by scoring points. If you've been following along, you know that they're running pretty close together in points and skills and all that good stuff. They're trying to help the Institute root out the railroad and get the synths, which are synthetic humans that can pass for near human. Originally, Daniel was going to support the railroad and felt that the synths were innocent, just innocent bystanders and all this, but he was wrong, as he was duped by one who killed a little girl, took her place, and then sent him into a trap. He was duped, but he was able to get her in the end. We got her. She's gone. So anyway, we're going to continue on. We're getting close to probably the end of the game, I think. At least according to the faction board, the Institute is only 2 away from closing out the game and winning. We'll see how that goes. And again, I'm playing against myself, so it doesn't really matter who wins. Just the fun of the story and the adventure. Alright, so we're going to get started. We got one more turn, because we only have one more agenda card, for our guy Daniel to go, and then it's going to go, the agenda deck will pass back to George, and he'll be first player. So, let's get started right now with Daniel. So Daniel has enemies all around him in this robot factory, which is a ruins level 3 ruins location. And since he's there, he's decided for his first action to explore, or not explore, but have an encounter at the ruins. We still have some ruin encounters we have not seen yet. We've added a few, so there might be something that comes up. We'll have to see. Let us see what we get. We're going to read the text here on this card. A few scavengers have gathered their findings and placed them as bets. The first to make it to the far side of the complex and back wins. Join the race. We need a 6. But look at all the rerolls we get. Now we're only missing 2, so we have 1, 2, 3. Well, we have all the rerolls we need, I think. So we could do that one, or that's option 1. Option 2, we could train on the course after they're done. Or option 3, we could hold back and take all their stuff. I don't want to become vilified. I think I'm going to join the race and see what happens. Let's give it a shot. We need to get a 6. I don't know. That's pretty rough, but we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rerolls to get that done. And with our vault suit, hazmat suit, if anything involving endurance, which this does, also gives us a reroll or an extra hit. I don't know if we'll need an extra hit. I don't know, but it gives us an extra hit on the dice, right? So I'm assuming that also applies to tests like this. So I'm going to assume that, because that would make sense, because a hit, you don't fight with endurance. So let's see if we can do that and win this one. So I'm going to give it a try. Let's take a check. You know what? I haven't looked at the Day Tripper, though, and now that I have endurance, maybe I can actually make this. During this test or fight that uses charisma and luck, this one actually uses all of them, right? So we could even use this. Exhaust to add 1 hit. Man, we could do all of this stuff. The test is equals 3. If you fail, you become addicted. Well, we'll save that during a test. We'll save this for now. I don't think I have to declare that I'm taking it now. We could try it. We take it for the rerolls in a minute. Let's go try and see if we can complete this. Now, keep in mind that no matter what, this join the race, we still only get 3 dice. We have to get 6 with 3 dice, but we already have 1 extra hit, so we now need a 5. Also, we have an extra reroll from our vault suit for anything that uses endurance, and if we get really desperate, we can use the Day Tripper. Let's roll and see what we get. Well, so we got 1, 2 right here, so that's 3 out of the 6 that we need. I think I'm going to take my first of 5 rerolls to reroll this. Again, see, there's a 4. We're not good yet. Second reroll of 5. Okay, nothing. That's bad. Third reroll of 5. There's 4. Okay, 4th reroll. We're just going to roll the 1 die. All I need is 1 more pip. 5th reroll. Oh my gosh. And now we're going to use the reroll from the vault suit. And we did it. Okay, now we got 5 on the dice here, right? So 2, 4, 5. We get an extra hit because of the hazmat suit. So we didn't have to take the Day Tripper. We still got 6 as a total result because we got the extra 1 hit. So let's see what that's going to do for us. Succeed. Looking back over the course, you cannot even see your competition. You get your pick of the loot, of the bets. 5 caps and choose 1 item from the shop. Well, our shop's a little stingy right now. Let's see. I am going to do that, though. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get 5 caps. That is pretty darn good. That's a juicy blue token. All right, and then we are going to pick something from the shop. And I believe we're going to pick a stim pack. That's about the best thing in the vault. Or we could pick the Rataway. Or, yeah, let's pick the Rataway. Healing's a lot easier. We're going to take the Rataway, which means I have to get rid of something in our inventory. I'm going to get rid of this covert training. We're going to ditch that and take the Rataway out of the shop. So there we have it. We succeeded at that mission. That is over. We do not gain any experience from that, though. We just gain that stuff. So that wasn't too bad. Okay, now it's his second action. What do we want to do? I'm debating here. So for his second action, he might... neither of those enemies are aggressive, so if he moves into their space, it's not going to make one lick of difference. They're not going to attack him. However, if this guy is aggressive and we don't have a ranged weapon, I think that we're going to move into this space, and that's going to be that will give him a chance to maybe explore here and here, see if we can get something really useful, since he knows the vault is now very, very far away from him. And it would take him quite a bit of time to get to the vault, managing through hazardous terrain and radioactive areas. So that is going to be the end of his turn. Now we're going to jump to George. George just got lucky enough to put a couple of cards into this vault encounter. So he's going to stay there and he's going to encounter the vault. You know what he might do for some experience, because he's 1 away, he could shoot the Stingwing with his sniper rifle. I think that's going to be his first action. He's going to shoot the Stingwing with his sniper rifle. Okay, hopefully he doesn't take a lot of damage. I doubt he will. The Stingwing is 2nd level. We need to hit it in the head and the torso. He gets an automatic head hit. Always inflicts a head hit on the enemy. So, well, we got him. We definitely killed him, because any one of these can inflict a head hit. We need 2 hits on the head and the torso. We got 2 torsos right there. We got him, but we did take 3 hits. He's going to block 2, so he took 2 points of damage from the Stingwing regardless, putting him at a 7. However, he also got 2 experience points. So we're going to go here, and he's going to get another experience. Let's do that. Experience doesn't help us win the game, but it does help us get things done. So we're going to get an I and an S. He actually has both of these, which means here's what we're going to do. We're going to cash these in, and we're going to see our first perk of the game. So he can't use either of those. So when you have an item that you can't, like if you have an upgrade that you can't use, then we get to get a perk. So let me get the perk deck out now. It's right here. I want to just give it a quick shuffle, and I don't know if I guess we draw these from the bottom because they're labeled, right? Okay, so we're going to draw that now. Again, I don't think I'm going to look at it. I don't know if this is the first perk we've gotten, so I don't know if we don't have to show it. Okay. All right, we're going to keep that. He's got a perk now. Perks are very powerful one-time items that you get to use in order to take out enemies. Okay, that was his first action. For his second action, he's going to have he's going to encounter the vault. So we have 2 vault cards. I don't know what they do. Let's draw the first one here and see what it is. Get our thing out here. Okay, let's read. All right, you step into a room filled with computers, microphones, and broadcasting equipment. A weedy man shakes your hand vigorously. You have no idea how exciting it is to meet you, George. My only interaction with the outside world is through these machines, and the other vault fell silent long before I was born. If this is the last card in the vault deck, it's not. Okay, so we're not going to do that. We can ask him about other vault dwellers, or we can notice something on his instruments. Both double perception, of which we have neither. So I think we're going to ask him about other vaults. Okay. All right. This was long before my time, but we used to be in contact with another vault. There's still a signal, but it's just broadcasting garbage these days. So he's going to get 4 experience points. Wow. We're going to stage 85. That means it's going to go into play. It's not just going to be available at some point. And that is we're going to trash that card. So we need to get card 85. Let me see here what we got. Well, I will get that out in just a moment. All right, we have uncovered the quest Chasing Static. You have a frequency from Vault 84 radio that's supposedly coming from Vault 109. If you had the equipment to triangulate it, you could locate its radio equipment, extract the necessary equipment from a robot, kill a protection. Well, we do have there is a protection robot on the board right next to Daniel. I guess he heard about this static in the vault too, because remember, these quests go public. Anybody can go after them. And then we're going to complete our quest here by giving him 4 experience points, which is awesome. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. He's going to wrap around again and gain another level. Wow, just like that. That's pretty good. So we're going to draw 2 and see if we get one that he doesn't have a P or an L. Well, he does have the L. He's definitely going to take the P. He is almost complete. Look at that. He's doing really well on his stuff. That was his 4 experience points, and then this card is trashed. All right. Good job in the vault there. That's his 2 turns. Now we're going to draw our agenda card and see what happens. Okay, this is the last agenda card. Let's see what's boogieing around. Oh, you know what? I got to place an insect down after he shot that stingwing. I keep making that mistake, don't I? Okay, we're going to move the raiders, the mutants, and the robots. Okay, so let's go do that. Wow, that's quite a bit. The robots and the raiders can actually move to his space, but they're not attacking him. They're not going to hit him, but they are there with Daniel. This robot also is going to move here. This raider will move here. This mutant will move also. He'll move there, being surrounded. The death wing does not, or the death claw does not move. The mole rat does not move, nor do the other insects. That's going to be all that moves. All right, well, we got them all. That was quite a bit of movement. That is also the end of the agenda deck. So that means that the agenda will pass back to George now. And both factions increase 1. So that is pretty not so great for us, right? I'm going to shuffle up the agenda deck again and get it in front of George. And then we're going to continue with George's turn. Now, I'm just looking. I don't have any aggressive ranged characters, but there are 2 aggressive monsters that are very close to Daniel. Daniel's going to have to do a lot of fighting unless he decides to boogie and deal with this static. He actually wants to kill that protector medic, or protection medic, and a robot. That'll help him with the quest. So, but we flip back to George, and George is going to go first now in this round. Before I do that, I got to move these. This one will move here. This one will move here. And the next turn, it's going to destroy that, and then it'll be able to move into the railroad. So I have a feeling that's going to spell. It's going to be in the railroad in 1 more turn. So the most that we can do this turn to get to our 10 points, the better. So I forgot about that, but let's go to George now and see what happens. George's first action, he might as well explore have another encounter in the vault and see what happens. There's 1 more vault card left there for him, so let's get that out and have another encounter there. Okay, let's see what he gets. You are stopped in the hallway by a well-dressed woman. She eyes you up and down. Goodness, you're a frightful sight. I run a charity here that helps the exiles we send out each year. It looks like you could use the help yourself. If this is the last card in the 84 deck, it is. We're going to add 80 to it. And we have 2 choices. We can accept her charity, or we can make a donation to her fund. I don't have the caps, so we're going to have to accept her charity. It says, here you go, darling. Hopefully you can at least get started cleaning yourself out. That's going to give him 6 caps, so he's not going to turn that away. That gives him that puts him back up to 7 total caps. Then we're going to trash this card, but we got to get card 80 out as well. Okay, so we added card 80 to the deck. And where are we going to go from here? We could stay there and keep doing this, though it is not getting us closer to winning the game. We need to go after something. I don't know what to do with this yet. I'm not sure how we can get some agendas, except for maybe exploring in the ruins or something. Those have not seemed to give us that. So we're going to move. We're going to move 1, and he's going to spend one of his newfound caps to move again into Ashbury Road, where he will be able to have an encounter next turn, not this turn, in a settlement, which might give him an agenda. Let's hope. That's what he's going to try to do. All right. Well, that is the end of his turn. Now let's go over to Daniel. Good old Daniel, he's got quite a bit going on, so I think what we're going to do is the first thing he's going to do is fight this robot. Now the robot's kind of tough. He's going to need 3 hits on it, and it only hits on the arms, so and it's a level 2. So let's go take a look and see if we can do him in. He'll get a loot card, which is nice, but he'll also complete a quest. Okay, straight up fight. No specific rerolls because we still don't have any good weapons. All right, let's see what we get. All right, well, we did get 1 arms. Okay. We got 1 arms hit, which is only going to do 1 hit. I don't think, I'm looking to see if I can do anything about that. I just think we failed. Now, we did block 2 of the hits, so we're going to take 2 points from that, I think. Yeah, I don't believe that we're going to be able to stop that in any way. Yeah, that was a little rough. So he failed at that. He took 1 point, which is worth 2 damage. So he's at a 5 now. Maybe I should have taken another one. And I think for his other action, he is going to try again because I think we're close to the end of the game. And if we don't destroy, get some. If we do not get another agenda, we're probably not going to win. Let's see if we can do it. Well, he succeeded at nothing at that time, but he only took 1 hit, so it bounced off. That was his whole turn. Trying to get this robot. Failed. It would have given him loot too. He needs a weapon. Never had. Well, you know what? I have a reroll. Should have used it on the first deck. I have my. Yeah, let's take this back. We're not done yet. Okay. What has he got here? Well, just reroll the whole thing. So that means. Well, wait a second. Wait a second. If I remember our agendas, he does not want to lose that status. He wants to keep his well-rested status. Yeah, we're not going to do that. So I'm not going to make that reroll. He's just going to fail that second one. Okay, well, that's too bad. If they activate again, they'll attack him. That'll give him another chance. And that's going to end the round. So we're going to follow a couple things here. I think this derailed is going to end for us. Let's take a look and just see. Okay, at the end of each round, remove a star from the Corsair space. If there are no stars, the Corsair space, and then move it 1. So we're going to, yeah, let's go take a look at that. I think we just had something big happen. Okay, so the first thing we do is we remove the star, and that's what I was saying. I wasn't sure how he would get onto the space, but here's exactly how. And then it's going to move 1, so it moves into the railroad. Okay. Toward the railroad instead. Okay. 1, lead the Corsair straight to the railroad headquarters. This Corsair is at the railroad. Well, that happened. It says the faction is going to go, wow, well, to the maximum it can go, and then trash this card. So I have to take a look at that because I'm pretty sure that's going to end the game at the end of the round. So let me take a look. So yeah, the game ended immediately because the the faction track for the Institute has gone all the way up to the top. So let's take a look at points and see if either of our guys managed to win. Now, they need 10 points to do that. Let's take a look at George first, our adversary. So we do know that George declared his loyalty. Not that that matters. He would get these points anyway, but for each space that this is advanced, he gets 1 point. So so this is where it starts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points right there. Then he had this. If there's exactly 1 unexplored tile, there is not. If there's 0, he would have gotten 1 or 2. He got none of those. He was really trying hard and hoping that Daniel would explore one of those last tiles in his defense. And then security for each space that this has advanced. I guess you get to claim these both, right? He has 2, so that would put him at 6 I guess that's how it works. I think you. I can't imagine you can claim. It doesn't say you can't, but I can't imagine you can claim 2 of them. But maybe you can. So we're going to play it that way. Okay. So basically, there's 12 points right there. That's 12, right? Because he had 6 and 6. That's all he got. Now let's take a look at Daniel here. Now we do know that Daniel declared, and he's got points for these guys too. 6. Okay. Then for each space. The stars advance, so it's 6, 7, 8. And then for each item you have, if you have 3 or more drug items, we don't. Or if you have well rested. So he had 7. So he didn't make enough, well, he had 9 total points to win. So we did not quite win the game. It looks like George actually won. He supported the faction twice. I'm going to double check that. But either way, that is the end of the game, guys. We finished and completed the game, Fallout, the board game. I hope you liked it. I think it's a really fun game. I think there's a lot of opportunity here for expansions and stuff to happen, and that's awesome. So, guys, what's going to happen next? Well, it's the holidays coming. I got a couple things. I'm going to do a special video of my holiday game guide. I'm going to do a big giveaway. The first one's going to be for my patrons. So if you happen to be a patron at the time, you will be a participant in that giveaway for a board game in Shrink, which I've already announced. Please be good guys and just don't sign up for a day and then get the prize and then leave my other patrons in the lurch. That wouldn't be cool. If you're going to be a patron, please be one, and I really appreciate the support. And every month I will be giving a new game away to my patron base. So help me to support this channel and do that. Thank you. Now, next up, I will also be doing the big subscriber giveaway, which is going to be a doozy. And my patrons are also included in that, with quite a few more entries than the average individual. But everybody's in it. Everybody that's subscriber. And I'm giving extra entries if you post a comment on my last channel update in December. That way you will get additional entries into the... And I'm still sorting through all the entries. It's going to take me a while. That's why I said I'm going to get this done before Christmas. It will happen before Christmas, and so some lucky winner will get a big prize, which is my entire collection of Orcs Must Die from the Kickstarter, which is, I mean, it's got $150 in games. That's a pretty good giveaway, I think. I probably will ask you to pay for shipping, and I'll make the shipping as cheap as possible, whatever it costs. I'm not going to make anything on shipping. So there's that. So anyway, guys, I really appreciate you supporting my channel, and by all means, if you want to come play games, I'm playing a lot of stuff on Tabletop Simulator. If you want to join us, we play every Wednesday night at 7:30 Central Standard Time. Feel free to join us. If you have Discord, which is free, and Tabletop Simulator, and you don't have to have the game we're going to play, I have it or one of the other people has it, that's what matters, then by all means jump in. I want to play with you. I played a game just a day or two ago of Alien Frontiers. It was a lot of fun. We enjoyed it. It was good stuff. And I'll be doing it again. So maybe we might play that again on Wednesday. I don't know yet. We'll see. But Tragic, who I've been playing a lot of games with online lately, as many as I can, we're getting to play more and more, did a really phenomenal mod for that. It covers everything. And I have everything. I have the second edition that had all the stuff in it, the big box edition. So, and that's the way on Tabletop Simulator that we do it. If one of us has to have the game to be able to play it, that's just, I think, reasonable. And then I just got today my copies of One Deck Dungeon and One Deck Dungeon Forest of Shadows, so expect to see that on the table soon. But I also have Tomb of Annihilation, which I've been trying to get to the table, which is similar to the board game. I also want to continue our adventures in Dragonholt because that was really fun. I'm going to try and find a way. I think I'm going to find a way to make that a participation event. We'll see. I think I have a way, and I'll show you the way. I got a little something new. And guys, this is what you do when you support me as a patron. These are the things that happen that allow us to do that. And I got a wireless camera that I can hook up in real time. Maybe we can play The Legend of Dragonholt together. I'm also thinking about doing time stories. And I think the original game's on Tabletop Simulator. But anyway, I don't want to drag this on too long telling you about what I'm going to do. This was the end of Fallout the board game. I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you all for all subscriptions. I hope you enjoyed this. Made a few bumps along the way, which is usual. But I think it's a really fun game. Now I got to go sort those cards and put them back in numeric order. But anyway, it was a blast. George and Daniel did their thing. George beat Daniel in the end. We had Daniel. I'm surprised he cut up. He had a horrible start, if you remember, our Vault Dweller. But he could have caught up in this last round if he got lucky, probably, and took out that robot. But he didn't. All right, guys, end of the game. Please post. Tell me what you think of Fallout the board game. I think I like it. I like it a lot. I was going to get it to the table this weekend, but we ended up doing something else. I ended up playing something else. So it didn't happen. But I do intend to get this with a group of people and play it really, really soon. Because we've been playing a lot of things, and the one thing we've been playing a lot of is Gloomhaven, and a few other big, beefy, meaty games that take a long time. So, anyway, we didn't get to this one. So take care, guys. I'll talk to you next time, and enjoy your upcoming holiday. I'm sure I'll have more for you by then. I'm going to have a lot, actually, and I think it'll be exciting. So take care and watch for my giveaways. Make sure you're a patron. Make sure you're subscribing, and I promise you lots of good things coming on. For the new year, I'm going to be launching a whole bunch of new stuff for patrons, and anybody who's already a patron in 2017 will get some extra benefits for that. So please go do that and support the channel. I appreciate it. Take care. Talk to you next time.